The markets, I know how to make money. I would love to teach you what I know. I'm Stephen Kalajian, and I've been day trading for over 38 years. You know, I was there in the crash of 87. I saw the long-term capital debacle in 98. What I'm teaching, you're gonna see. What I'm showing you on my telestrator, you're gonna see. When the MACDs are negative above the pivot and the 5 goes negative, 2 nice shorts there on Netflix. Doesn't make a difference who you are or what field you're in. I feel confident that I can teach you. I've actually taught people who have traded for years and have corrected their mistakes. At the end of the rainbow, when they can tell me, I did it, I'm pulling the trigger, I'm consistent, look at what I'm making, it really brings a lot of joy to me. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephen Kalajian. Welcome to SKTrading.live. I hope everybody had a wonderful day off. I'll tell you right now, I would love to work 4 days a week. I tell you, I work till 6 o'clock every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, take Friday off. I'll tell you, it was just a relaxing day yesterday. Went down to Miami, visited a really good friend of mine. But overall, I just tell you, it was just unbelievable to just mentally take a nice day off in the middle of the week. Hope everybody had a great day. And those of you who are new, I want to welcome all of you, especially those joining us from the free SK community, to this special live event, to live session here today. Today's stream is all about giving you a real look into how we trade here, my methodology here at SK Trading. I have over 41 years of experience. This August 1st will be 42 years. Very grateful here, very grateful for the people I met throughout the world, from all parts of the world, to want to learn to trade using my methodology, to teach you how my methodology works using multiple time frames, whether you're trading index futures, commodity futures, stocks, ETF, Bitcoin, options. It doesn't make a difference to me. If you're trading prop firms, I can't tell you how many people have passed with me and are still continuing to get great payouts. This to me is music to my ears. My legacy depends on your success. I'm going to show you there's no fluff here, there's no bull, there's no BS here, zero. This is all about me teaching you, learning to trade my methodology, live trading, and more or less involved in teaching you to be consistent, take money out, hit your goals. My 5 basic rules of principles, teaching you more or less my methodologies, the way I look at the markets, the way all my strategies are based upon divergences, giving you a real look in how we trade here. Again, no BS, no fluff, no nonsense. I work with the best guys in the world, best hedge fund managers in the world. No hype, and just teaching you the real setups. Today, for example, the S&P futures reversed to buy at 7:30 in the morning on the 15-minute time frame. It correlated with the 30 and the 60. Beautiful pullback below 36.5. Never look back. S&P's up 18 from that point, making new highs here today. Also, teaching you about decision making, removing emotions, not revenge trading, and more or less what we want here everyone to do is the thought process behind the scene here, behind every move. You want to learn the thought process. Gold reversed to sell in the 15-minute time frame today at 8 o'clock, correlated with the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. Gold first bounce up to where is it? Gold was trading 68, 69. One great short, second great short was 64, and gold's now trading below, was trading below 60. All right, whether you're a new trader here, or just exploring what it's like to be in a live community here, again, this can be a little complicated. Okay, I'm not gonna. There's a process to this. I'm glad you're here, and I want to walk you through the charts and show you what I see and how to read the charts here. There's also many different styles of trading. Scalp trading is one of my favorite. Intraday trading, another great way. That's really taking advantage of the great patterns like we saw on. For every day, there's always great patterns using my methodology, and also just more or less um, just enhancing the ability to trade with the community of traders. Like everybody in our community works with each other. We talk. We're a family here. We really like to be everyone together here, and that's really important here. Okay. Um, okay. All right. Let me just. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do here now. I'm just gonna try to. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So let me show you some really great patterns here on the S&Ps from this morning. Here's a 15-minute time frame reversing to buy right here. Okay. All right. And then you got this 15-minute time frame reverse to buy. MACDs are above my pivot line here. And what do you look to do? Right? When the 15 reversed to buy, it correlated with the 30 and the 60-minute time frame. And then you see the pullback right here on the 5-minute. Look at this beautiful pullback here, right down into the pullback here, 36 and a quarter, and then rallied. Look at that, 16 points on the S&P. A really great pattern here on the S&Ps. I'd be taking scalp shorts here if it gets up to the 55 and a half, 56 range again. S&Ps right now are 20 points above the 10-bar moving average. I'd be taking the scalp short 55 and a half to 60 and a half now. Um, okay. All right. All right. Again, I want to walk you through the different setups here. I want to be able to teach each and every one of you. I know we're going to be on till about noon today. There's going to be a lot of action here, a lot of moving, fast-moving parts. Again, the market is not going to wait for anybody. Market's going to just do what it wants to do. When I teach, basically, price leads, indicators lag. So when the indicators paint a picture like I showed you, then I know exactly how to trade that pattern. My chart overlays are basically all strictly off of technicals that I spent nearly 10 years of my life building, forward testing, never back testing, always in live markets. I can show you how these patterns repeat themselves each and every day, whether you're trading index futures, commodity futures, also stocks, ETF, Bitcoin, like I said, but also if you want an intermediate term trade or long-term trade. For example, we had a great buy in platinum a couple of days ago. I know you may not want to trade platinum, but the weekly reverse to buy, we're in a significant uptrend in platinum. When I get that deep oversold condition in platinum, platinum is going to I'll be looking for a big buy signal in platinum and silver, same pattern. And we should push up significantly to new highs above 1,400 on platinum. Gold, still in a significant uptrend. I don't think gold's breaking that 3,000 for a long time here. I think the target I have on gold was like 3,700, 3,650, 3,700 in the intermediate term here. Okay, all right, so let's get into it here. And if you have any questions along the way, please don't be shy. Drop your questions in the Discord or in the general channel, and let's get ready to learn here. All right, so S&P futures today have pushed up here, and you can see early in the morning, I wanted to show you this pattern right here. When the S&Ps got deeply oversold here in the pre-market, like around 5 o'clock in the morning, the oversold condition on the 15 here, the oscillator indicator 3 was deeply oversold, but we had buys on the 30 and the 60-minute time frame on my indicator 4. So that gave me the ability to have the confidence if you're trading the European session. I mean, look at this here. The algorithm is still bullish here on the 30-minute. The algorithm is still very bullish here on the 60-minute time frame right here. Beautiful positive MACD. ADXs are off. Really would like to see the ADXs rising, but that's in a negative trend there. But it's okay. No buying pressure. And look what the S&Ps did. 60.13, and we rally. Look at this, 43 points on the S&P futures. Again, taking scalp shorts here on the S&P. I look to cover shorts anywhere between the 53.5 and the 55.5 range. So again, it's very important. Okay, it's very important that when you're trading the markets, okay, that you're able to identify these conditions. And you know what, when you hit your goal, so if you sold S&Ps of say 55.5, 56.5, right, got up to 57 and change. Let me see what the high was here. I think the high was 57.25. And you know, if you start dropping here, as we is right now, you just lower your stops. And if you're trading index futures, right, right now this is going to be an anomaly here. Look, 54.5 on the S&Ps, just dropped 3 off the high, 54.25. We have today is option expiration, $4.3 trillion for the expiration to unwind. 4.3 trillion. That should be fun at 4 o'clock today. You know, anything can happen on a Friday. Been like, you know, especially after me personally, I think that with Thursday being off on a national holiday, a lot of people just took the 4 days off. So I am looking for a rather quiet day here. We have Palantir up 33 cents. Microsoft never goes down, back about $1. Looking at the bigger time frames, we still have sells on Palantir on an Apple on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. Look at this. HIMS is up another $1 here today. HIMS $1.60, and we'll see what happens there. HIMS really great patterns on Friday. 15-minute time frame reverse to buy on my indicator correlated with the 30 and 60. Beautiful pullbacks in HIMS below the 60 and 60-30, 60-40, and right back up. All right. Hey, David. Good morning. How are you, David? Good morning, David. Nice to see everybody. Hope everybody. Jocks. Good morning. Hey, Franny. Fran, let's get on track here today, Fran. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Okay, let's go. All right. Let me just see something here. All right. Okay. So let's do this here today. Let's Coinbase is up 11.12 here. Coinbase, probably gonna have to take a short there on this Coinbase here. Bitcoin's up 1,800. I mean, this Coinbase is a little cuckoo here. We got Meta up over 3 here. Apple up 70 cents. Russell up over 1% here. 2.37% here on the Russell. Gold's down 39. All right. HIMS and Microsoft. All right. So let's look to see what we're going to do here. We have about 16 minutes before the market opens. And I'm going to be looking to see right now. I think the spiders went ex-dividend today. So that's why you're not seeing the big move up here. Even with this push up, the spiders will not reverse to buy on the 15-minute time frame until they get up above the 589 level. So this is, you know, just to show you here today, we're bullish on the index futures on the 15, 30, and 60-minute time frames, but the underlying ETF, the spiders are bearish, and you don't see that happen a lot. So right now, because the spiders are bearish, I'm going to lean more towards the underlying ETFs for me to get direction right now. Let's see if they reverse here. S&P futures are about 110 points away, 111 points away from making or touching the old-time highs. Remember, the high was 61.66. We'll see, but there are major gaps below the market. I want to just show you this here. I'm going to show you the gaps here on the downside here. looking at the bigger time frames. Okay, if you can see here, the gaps. Okay, so this gap was filled here. Okay, and you can see the dailies are oversold. So, but you have the negative MACDs. I think the market's on borrowed time here. And you can see this is the big gap that I'm calling for between now and September. I think should get filled. 5620 on the S&Ps. So look at it. That's going to be north of about 400 points. And then you see another gap here. You have this gap here on April 22nd and then April 21st. So you have three big gaps below the market. And if you look at the weeklies here, you can see the weeklies, you know, you're almost near a new high, and these MACDs are non-confirming here. So if you do make a new high, look at this non-confirmation. These MACDs are not going to confirm the high. This is almost like a bear flag here, and here's that gap I was telling you about at 5620 on the S&P futures right here. Okay, really, really great short, if you ask me. All right, SMCI, look like it's going to gap up here. NVIDIA, Microsoft, AMD is still in a negative trend here. We got to watch. All right. Okay. All right. S&Ps are starting to drop here. Let's see what we're going to look at here for. Okay. Come on, Fran, get in there. I hope, Franny, you started looking for shorts there on the S&Ps on the scalps. Fran, in and out, baby. Roger, good morning. Roger, David, good morning. Let's go. All right. You took a fine time to leave me lucid. Coinbase has dropped 3 in the pre-market already. Oh, this Coinbase is a short in my book. I'm going to gap up like this. What was that stock you guys were telling me about on Friday? CRCL? What's that? CRCL? Is that the name of it, Sean? I can't remember. That crypto stock? Is it CRCL? Stablecoin. CRCL. This thing's a beast. Look at this. Up 30. You got to take a short on this thing. I short this thing. Why? I have no idea. Oh, CRCL. Oh my Lord God. And let's look at Reddit. My trade station froze up here. And again, those of you, S&P's making new highs here. And those of you who want to, S&P's, I would take a scalp short here. 57 3/4 up to 63 3/4 S&P's here. I was putting orders in like a madman this morning here. I had started selling S&Ps at 31, I think 32, 33s. Small, very small. And then all of a sudden, it went up to 47, 48. I ran, I went, click, 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 click. I was just short. And then they dropped. Oh my God. Down to 36. Unbelievable. Oil, nice little scalp short there. That's a good one, Michael. Into the negative MACD above 55. That was a good one. That was a good one, Michael. Reddit doing nothing. And of course, I am not taking Tesla down today. That is it. I made my pact with the good Lord, and I said, I'm not taking Tesla down. Okay? I'm not doing it. Every time I take Tesla down, I miss great patterns here. Okay, how about Tesla on Friday? You're making new highs here, And the 60-minute MACDs just put a look at the 60-minute MACDs here. Put it right dead in its track. Look at this. Here on the opening into the negative MACD, good luck. And here at 29, and look what it got kabooshed there, 9 points. Probably going to look to take a scalp short on Tesla here on the opening here. Again, pushing up here. And again, I say this, you may get one more push up here. And look at this Microsoft. It absolutely never goes down. Never goes down. Never goes down. So I'm going to look at Microsoft for some shorts here. Look at Microsoft for some shorts. Let's just see. Think that we're going to have some Bitcoin's only up 17. The 30 and 60 minute time frame very bullish. Look at this Bitcoin here I got it. Something's wrong with my trade station. How much time we have? I'm just going to show you this chart here. Look at Bitcoin here. You're bullish on the 30 and the 60 minute time frame. Here's the 30. Beautiful pattern on Bitcoin. And you can see here on the daily, let's switch to the daily here. Okay, you're going to get one more push up here. You see when Bitcoin was pushing up here above the 110,000, overbought into the negative MACDs, huge bear flag. And of course, what does it do? It gets kabooshed. If you look at Bitcoin on the weekly now, all right, oh my God, this weekly might turn up. This Bitcoin could explode here. Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay. All right. Okie dokie, Smokey. S&Ps, again, I'd be looking to short them here. 60 up to 65, 66 S&Ps. I got to short some. I'm going to go short some of these here. All right, just shorted small here at 60 and a halves. All right. Hey, Martin, good morning. All right. All right. I'm just scalping him here. I sold 60 and a half, 60 and 3/4 here. Okay, S&Ps, if you're short, I sold some 60 and a half, 60, what am I still short here? I'm short 10. Oh, wow. Oh, long 5. How did I do that? Ay, ay, ay. I was just short 10 contracts at 61, and of course, I clicked, now I'm long by mistake. Let's see if I get out of these here. Damn it. Gotta click out of these things here. All right. Okay. Whew. Got out that long. Oh my God. Good job, David. All right. Let's see here. What am I doing here? All right. Just trading on this thing on my own. Oh my God, 63 and a half. Hold on. Oh, wow. Woo! Just sold a bunch of S&Ps up there, 60, 68, 69. Oh, wow. Good job. Oh my God, they just got cabooshed. Anybody short S&Ps up there? They just got cabooshed. All right. All right, I'm going to be looking to short Microsoft here, 482.50 up to 484. AMD, I'll look to short 129 to 130. Okay. Apple, I'll short Apple, look to short Apple 198.30 up to 199.80. Apple, S&Ps, what a short! Boom, kabooshed. All right, Apple, Meta, Palantir, Coinbase, HIMS, I would short this HIMS 62.90 to 64.30. Oh my Lord, S&Ps! What a short up there! Good Lord! That was a day right there. S&P futures. That was this day right there, baby. NASDAQ, S&Ps. Microsoft dropped. Holy moly. HIMS. If you're short the HIMS above 63, I look to cover below 62.5. Shawnee. Oh my God. S&P futures. I couldn't click fast enough up there. Good Lord. Tesla. I'd be shorting this Tesla 530.30 up to 532.30. Tesla. Here, you go 330.70 to 331.70. Tesla. Oh my God. Look at that HIMS drop. Wow. Avago kabooshed. Avago was a perfect short into the negative MACDs on the 30, 15. Coinbase, I would short Coinbase 308.80 up to 310.80. Good Lord. Freaking S&P futures. Good Lord. All right. Remember, the spiders went ex-dividend. Now S&Ps are up 26 here. There goes Coinbase pushing up. MSTR cannot get going. Nobody shorted HIMS up there. Palantir, I would short above 42 to 43.5. AMD, I look to cover shorts below the 129.50 if you're short. Avago, oh my Lord. Avago down almost more than $4 here. Who said Avago this morning? Somebody said Avago. Somebody said Avago. It was you. I hope you shorted it. All right. Coinbase, if you're short, look to cover below between the 307.30 and the 30. Look at this Palantir drop. Wow. The MACD's negative on the 60 on Palantir. Just got kabooshed. Apple, I look to cover Apple if you're short between the 198.30 and 198.80. Nvidia pushed down at the 80 cents on the non-confirmation as well on the 15. 30 and 60 Nvidia. Oh man, 15, 30 and 60 on Nvidia. What a short on the S&Ps. This OKLO can't get going here. Avago down 5. Nvidia, Meta down, Palantir down. AMD pushing up. I short this AMD again here, 130.05 to 131.40. Coinbase just dropped 3. I would lower your stops on Coinbase. MSTR down 6. SMCI. Look at this. HIMS just dropped $1.70. Wow. Apple's going to be trying to reverse the buy here on the 30 and 60. So I'd still be looking for shorts, looking for the pullback. Palantir drop, making new highs, non-confirmation. Microsoft, I'd be adding if you didn't cover when it dropped. Tesla, look to cover Tesla below the 30, between 30 and 31 if you're short Tesla. Again, you're making new highs here. The 30 and the 60-minute MACDs confirmed. Beautiful. Oh, SMCI was a Picasso. Wow. HIMS was even better. Nobody shorted HIMS above 63? Wow. Okay. Meta was a good short of Meta. You did? Good job. Good job, Mark. All right, so I got to tell you, because today's expiration, I don't know what to really to expect here as far as, wow, that's pretty, if I go 63, 64, 30, I think you got to, NASDAQ making new highs, S&Ps were a buy there in that pullback. Yeah, all right. Now remember, the underlying ETFs are still negative on the 15, 30, and hourly. The Qs are going to reverse to buy on the 15 and the 30-minute time frame, so the Qs are bucking the trend here. NASDAQ, I would look to buy pullbacks on NASDAQ here. AMD, I'd be scaling into shorts on this one. This is crazy. Coinbase. Look at this. Coinbase that dropped $7. Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid? Stupid is, stupid does, Ms. Blue. Coinbase. You gotta be kidding me. Coinbase was trading above nearly 310. Apple, I got it. Well, what I say? We're right here in the range. I probably look to cover Apple between the 98.70 and the 99.30 if it drops. I'm gonna have to reverse to buy it soon. MSTR down 9 off the highs. MSTR. Oh my God, this MSTR. 76 all the way down. AMD, I would look to cover between the 130.5 and the 130.120. AMD. S&Ps cannot get going here. The Nasdaq's outperforming. Gold is ripped to the upside, but I'd be taking scalp shorts here in gold. 80 up to 83. Palantir, good night. Amazon, nothing. Did anybody short Coinbase? Nobody shorted Coinbase? Oh my Lord. Gotta get this Apple to drop. Here comes AMD. S&Ps just ran 13. Look at this Tesla. Look at this Tesla down 4. Look at this Tesla down 4. Wow. Anybody new here today? Anybody new? This is all option expiration here. Market never wants to go. The 8th wonder of the world. How's the S&Ps up over above 6,000? Nasdaq, if you want to take a scalp short, 22,120 to 50, 60 range. Apple, I'd be scaling into shorts again here. If I only had a brain. La-dee-dee-dee-dee. Nasdaq just ran about 90. Pushed down into the positive MACDs. ADX is rising on the 5. Nobody shorted Tesla up here. Good Lord. Gold's getting up here. Big bear flag on gold. All right. If you're short S&Ps, I'd short them up here 70 to 75. All right, S&Ps again, if I'm looking to short 70, 70 and a halves up to 75 and a half, 76s. This Apple, I would stay with it. Amy, Apple should drop hard here. I hate this stock. S&Ps dropping here. Tesla, Coinbase was great. Everything was great except this freaking Tesla. I mean, this Apple. Let's see, I sold some S&Ps at 70 and a half, flat here now. Just looking to see. Remember, the Qs went ex-dividend. NASDAQ, if you're short, look to cover below 15, 17. I would just lower your stops. Meta can't get going. It's really Apple here. Tesla, the short was basically making new highs. Oh my God, this Netflix. Come on, Netflix. Really? Oh my God. I was short this Netflix, 47 up to maybe 51 Netflix. Non-confirmations on the 30 and 15-minute time frame Netflix. Oh my God, look at this Tesla. Oh my Lord. Palantir making new lows. Come to daddy, Microsoft. Come on, look to cover Microsoft 81.70 to 82.40. Microsoft. This AMD is just parabolic. I'd still be adding to the Apple and AMD. Microsoft getting kabooshed. Gold just dropped about $1.50. Should have probably covered that. All right, there goes Microsoft, Palantir, AMD. Everything's hunky dory. I'll tell you that. If I only had a brain. La dee 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 dee. Remember the high from I think it was Wednesday was 69.73 3/4 on the S&P. So if they get up to 71.77, I look to short them. You can go 70 and a half to 76 and a half. Should get a pullback here. Qs are going to reverse the buy here at 9:45 on the 15. Russell looks like it's going to reverse the buy on the 15, correlating with the 30 and 60. Gold pushing. Oh my God, this Tesla. Jesus. What a short. Here comes Apple, Amy. Look to cover this Apple and 98.80 to 199.80 range. AMD's got a drop here. Palantir's down 2.5. Meta, new low. Look at these S&Ps. I would lower your stops. NASDAQ, I would lower your stops. NASDAQ, I would lower your stops. NASDAQ, Apple, die. Jesus, Meta's down $6 off the high. Non-confirmation. Pushing up there. Gold's got to drop. Come on, Apple. Come on, Apple. Come on, you could do it, Apple. Right, Amy? You could do it. Hey, we got to do the under-over. Under-over 60-50. How's that? The 60-50. The infamous 60-50. Under-over. How come nobody reminded me? Under-over 60-50. Well, the unders won on Friday. I'll tell you that. Under, over, over, over. Under. Oh my God, a lot of unders here. I'm going to go with the over. Under. Good job, Amy. Under, over. S&Ps just dropped 8, 9. Under. I'm going with the over. OVA. Over. I don't know why. I'm the biggest bear in the world. Amy, under or over, Amy? Look at Sath trying to... Look at Michael. Michael's trying to bait me here. Michael. Shame on you, Michael. I let my own opinions talk. All right? AMD, I would look to cover this AMD 130.80, 131.80. Anybody still short S&Ps? I'd be looking to cover or lower your stops here. Gold, I look to cover gold anywhere between the 79.81 range. Oh, it's a quad. You said over? Amy and I are on the same page. Where's Katrina? Raj, my brother Raj, crazy son of a gun, had me up 2 nights in a row with his gold position. I couldn't sleep because of this guy. What? My SK had a more bullish. When did that come from? S&Ps kabooshed. NASDAQ, we had the highs. Q's dropped. Apple dropping. Meta new lows. Palantir new lows. Love this game. Russell new lows. Coinbase. We had the highs on Coinbase and Tesla. Kaboom. I'm so bearish. I don't know what I said the over for. Good Lord, please let them be over, please, God. This will be the last over for a while. I'll leave 5 Ben Franklins. Did I say 5? Maybe 10. Microsoft, I'd be lowering your stops. Apple, kabooshed. Tesla's down 8 off the highs. Crushed. I love when they go down. I love when they go down. Right, Amy? Look at this. Apple. Meta new lows. S&Ps. Oh my God, I was short like 20 contracts up at 70.5. Crude? I don't know yet. The USOs are still bullish on the 15 and 60. Oh, oh my God, the 60-50 is going to get crushed, destroyed. S&P's down 18. NASDAQ kabooshed. Oh my God, this is a bloodbath. Amazon new lows. Whew. Love this game. Gold, I'm short this gold between 80 and 83. Bear flags here. All right, the Qs you gotta have the Nasdaq. And I would buy the Qs here 30, 80. I'm sorry, 30, 60, 31, 6. Actually, 30, 55 to 31, 55. Michael called out sick today. I'm here all alone, putting my orders in. I got hit by a car and I came in the next day. S&Ps, if you want to take a scalp long only, 45.5 to 51.5. Scalp long only. Only. Tesla here? No. No, the 60 and the 15s is still negative. No, I wouldn't do it. This gold's going against us here. Microsoft, anybody still short Microsoft? Just dropped over 2, 1.5. NASDAQ dropped 80 off the highs. Again, you're making new highs in non-confirmation today on the 30s. S&Ps, if you're long, still above 54, 55. So when you were making new highs on the S&P, right, the spiders obviously went ex-dividend. The NASDAQ was making new highs. The S&Ps were making new highs. But look at this here, okay? Look at this, everybody. Please pay attention here, okay? So I can teach you here, all right? The Qs, you're making new highs here, right? On the Qs intraday, right? But the 30-minute time frames did not confirm the high right here. Look at the 60-minute. The unders are going to win today. I feel them. Look at this Microsoft. Oh my God, this piece of garbage. Okay? Did you see this here? You're making new highs here. 33.26, non-confirmation. Oh my God. That was good job, Fran. That's a great job. The overs, the unders are gonna win today, I think. There's gonna be a royal caboose. Does everybody understand? Does everybody understand why I was calling shorts up there? NASDAQ. If I was calling short to the NASDAQ, I hope somebody shorted the Qs, right? All right. Okay. Amy, do you see this, Amy, right here? You're making new highs, the 30 and the 60-minute time. Look at this 30. I'll put the 60 here. This is an absolute Picasso. This is an absolute Picasso. 533.56. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? You see, this is a sell divergence and a sell disconnect, right? Because the Qs reversed the buy on the 15s. Oh my God, this gold's exploding. Okay, I think the Qs, the 30s look like they want to turn up here. So I think you're going to be okay on this one. But I want everybody to see how the new highs on the Qs had the non-confirmations. I'll be adding to this gold here. I know it's against us here. Microsoft, kabooshed. And where's Microsoft going? Making new highs above 83 with the MACDs on the 69 confirming. All right, let's see here. Michael's out today. I'm here all alone. Amazon making new lows. Good Lord. Come on. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. I forgot I was short 15 contracts at 70. Oh my God. Just made $10,000 on that. Oh my Lord. I forgot I was short 15 contracts. Michael who? Oh my Lord, God Almighty. Oh my God. Matty D. There you go. Love this game. Love this game. Except this freaking goal is killing me. Whew. Oh my God Almighty. Alright, SMCI reversed to buy here. Him should have been born on that pullback. I gotta short some gold here. More gold. This gold's got to be shorted more up here. 80, 89. Bring the average. I think the unders are going to win here today. I hate to say it. Freaking Q's dropped. NASDAQ dropped 100 off the highs. Q's dropped 2. Triple, it's a quadruple witching. AMD dropping. Gold's got to drop. I'd look to cover the gold between 80 and 85. Apple's drop. I said I look to cover Apple 198, 90 to 199.90. I got to get this AMD to drop a little bit more. Oh my God, the unders are going to win. Whew. I don't know how I did that. This gold, sold more gold up there. Gold, I'd be looking to cover between 80 and a half, 80, 85, 85 and a half. You got to buy S&Ps here. Let me just see. Qs. Still negative on the 30 and 60. Oh my God, look at the gold drop. I said I'd stay with the gold. Kabooshed. Oh my God, Sean, who's short the gold? Who's short gold? Wow. What a bear flag on the 5-minute. Holy mackerel. Good job, James T. Now remember, you got the MACD's positive there on the 5s. Be careful. Anybody know where Michael is? I got bursitis in my arm. I might have to see a doctor today. I couldn't even button my shirt last night. My whole arm is completely elbow. I'm falling apart at 62. I can't believe it. Oh, I blew that pullback on Coinbase there. Putts. Putts. Jeffrey, what's up, my brother? Jeff, this is the summer I'm coming out. No. Dude, I got hit by a car and I came in the next day. That day. I got home from the hospital at 4:30 in the morning. My partner Joe picked me up. He said, "Where to?" I said, "Bring me to my house." And then I got in my house, and I put my clothes on. I didn't want my son to see me all bruised up, and I drove him to school. And then I went to work. I didn't call in sick. Wow. I think that was the morning, though. Amazon making new lows here. Apple's dropping. I got to get this AMD to drop me. You rotten hell, this AMD. I remember I bought a boatload of AMD many moons ago at $3. I think I sold them at $3.60. I was the happiest guy in the world. Stock eventually went to I don't know, 90. Coinbase was a nice little long on the pullback. This rallied 7, Coinbase. Oh, wow, the ADX was rising. ADX was rising on the 30 and the 60. I think the unders are going to win today. Apple's getting cabooshed here, Amy. There you go. IWM's rallied nicely on the double blue. I mean, Qs, I'd be scaling out of longs here, Amy, above 31, 30.90, 31. There goes the Qs. Oh, I don't know if that will happen. Is anybody new here today? Anybody new? Look at this Apple drop, Amy. Look at this Apple. Just gotta get this AMD to drop. Anybody new here today? S&P futures. If you want to take a scalp long, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Why? Doesn't not telling you to do it. Forget it. I'm more of a short seller. I should have bet the under. Damn it. Microsoft down over 2 off the highs. Anybody see Michael? Apple, I would buy Apple here between the 198.05, 199.05. All right, S&Ps, if you want to take a scalp long here, you can go 40, 45 and a half. Well, actually, I would go maybe, yeah, 39 and a half, 45 and a half range on the S&P. NASDAQ Qs, Russell, Palantir making new lows here. Gold making new highs. Little bull. That's why I said be careful on the gold with the positive MACDs there at 83. Look at this. Look at this AMD drop. AMD, I'd be covering shorts below 131.40. AMD. Tesla. Can you believe Tesla's down 11 off the highs? Tesla. Oil pushing up here. Oil. Gold, beautiful pullback on the triple Lindy. Palantir is down almost 3.5. Look at this AMD. I know this stock was a piece of garbage. Amazon making new lows. Microsoft making new lows. Apple, I'd be buying here 198 to 199.10. Apple, S&Ps, I'd be scaling out alongs 45 to 47. Anybody find Michael? Avago, Nvidia doing nothing. How about that CRCO? Did that thing work? I said this thing would be a short. Did CRCO work when it was up 30? Oh my God, it worked. Oh my God, the CRCO. Look at the volume on this. What a short. Oh my God almighty. It dropped 20. Are you kidding me? There you go, Mark. S&Ps starts raising your stops. Look at this. CRCL. I said this. Look at the. Oh my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. I said I thought this was a short and I took it down. Anybody short that? The guy who paid 132, he jumped. Oh my God. S&Ps, I'd be raising your stops. Apple, if you're long, this is the first pullback on the 5 after the 30 reverse to buy on Apple. S&Ps, I'd be raising. Where's Michael? Anybody find Michael? Anybody find Michael? If you did, please let me know. Gold, if gold gets up to the 90, 93 level, I would look to short it. He jumped. Not Michael, the guy who bought 32s. Um, man. This is it till... You did, Matty D? Wow, good job. Matty, be careful here. All right. S&Ps, I hope you're out there. Anybody buy Apple? Amy, did you get long Apple? AMD? AMD, I would look to buy AMD 130 to 130, 120 AMD if it gets down there. Gold just dropped 3 here. I told you I was so bearish. I knew it, and I bet the over like an idiot. Well, it's early yet. I'm such an under guy. Look at this gold drop. There goes Microsoft. AMD pulling in here. Avago new lows. Apple, anybody get long that Apple? S&Ps, if you're long, I would raise your stops. S&Ps, if you're still long, I'd be looking to scale out longs. Like I said, above 40, what did I say, above 45, 46. There goes Apple, beautiful pullback. Microsoft just rallied about $1.30, about $1.20. Wow,
debated for
Microsoft
50
just
years in
absolutely
central
exploded
banking.
on the
The standard
5-minute.
rule of thumb is you look through these types of price shocks.
AMD, I'd be
And that's
taking
what I
longs
think
here.
I'm
Look at the gold drop. S&Ps, I didn't call it short. AMD, I'd be buying here. Apple, Microsoft, good longs. Oh. AMD pushed up to new highs here. The MACDs cannot confirm. This was a magnificent short up here on this AMD above the 132. Beautiful short on the 30 and the 60-minute time frames on AMD. That's why you need the bigger time frames here. The unders are going to win here. Wow. Avago new lows, Nvidia new lows. Qs are going to reverse the sell on the 15. S&Ps, if you want to take a scalp long, 33.5 to 30, 32 and 30, 32.5, 38.5 range. Gold, what a short up there at 90. Nvidia absolutely cabooshed on the new high, 146.20 on Nvidia on the 30 and 60 on the new high. S&Ps are getting walloped. I'd be buying AMD here. Yes. I was short 15 S&Ps. I can't believe I was short 15 S&Ps up there. Boom. I'd scale out these longs between 33 and 37, 38. Deeply oversold here. Unbelievable. The unders are going to win. All right, again, they got up to 35. I'd be looking to scale out 33, 38s here. 15s are getting deeply oversold. Tesla cabooshed. S&Ps, I'd be scaling out of longs up there. I bought a bunch of S&Ps down there too on the lows. There we go. There goes AMD right back up. Oh, SMCI was a good one too. S&Ps, I'd be scaling out of longs up here. Oh my God. Oh. The tell of the story today was the new highs, the MACDs on the spiders and the Qs non-confirming. When the S&Ps were trading 70, no, 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 no. No, 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 I can't take it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. All right, there goes AMD. AMD, I'll be scaling out of longs up here above the 130.10. Anybody know where Michael is? Oh, that hymn's got cabooshed. Anybody know where Michael is? I said, no, 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 I can't no more. I think that's it. Pissed off at myself on the Qs, though. Really pissed off. Well, we had the Nasdaq in the highs, 22,000, right? 120 up to 50 or 60. Hit a high of like 120. Oh, sorry, 15, I think it was, right? AMD, I'd be scaling out of longs. Thank you, Michael. Michael, do me one favor. If you look, I want you to look at always the bigger time frames. When the Nasdaq and the the Qs were making new highs, the 30 and 60-minute time frames did not confirm. When AMD was making new highs, the 30 and 60-minute MACDs did not confirm. When Palantir was making a new high above 142, look at Palantir. I got to do this right. Look at anybody want to know where Michael is? PLTR. No, gold's in a negative trend. The 15s are going to roll over. Look at Palantir. Can somebody tell me when you meet a new high here, 142, did those MACDs make a new high, Michael? Come in, Michael. Michael. The 30-minute MACDs couldn't confirm. Come in, Michael. Netflix. Who called a short Netflix above 146, 1247? Netflix dropped. Look at Netflix. I called a short. Where's Dave? Dave trades Netflix. David, you in Netflix? Look, no. Look at Netflix. Making new highs. Non-confirmation. I called the short above 47 in Netflix. I even forgot. Look, boom. Can you believe I was short 15 S&Ps at 70.5? I covered at 51. I forgot I was short. Can you imagine now if I went back there, another 20 handles? Oh my Lord. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 1248. Okay? What a short off the 30-minute MACDs. What a beautiful pattern on Netflix off the 30. And I remember saying I was short 47 to 51 off the 30-minute. AMD right back up over $1. AMD. All right. All right. Great day here. Apple, if you want to take a little bit more, another long here, 197.40, 198.40, Apple. I know the 15's reversed to buy on the 30. The 15 just reversed to sell. The odds are probably the highs are in for the day. But all three MACDs are positive here. So you can maybe take a long here on Apple. I gotta tell you, I'd rather work 4 days straight than work right? I'd rather work till 6 o'clock, right? Microsoft pushed down again, another long on the 5. Beautiful short there. Let's look at the CRL. I said I'm not going to take Tesla down. Of course I take Tesla down. Doing nothing, CRCL. What a beautiful pattern right here. Oh my Lord God. This is why you don't buy Tesla. Someone's asking about buying Tesla. You don't buy Tesla, okay? Well, if you want to buy the Tesla, you got to buy below 18.5 here, but not now. Oh, no, 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 I own no more. Oh, my God. Anybody know where Michael is? If you mention a 10-point range, but I don't use a 10-point range. If 10-point ranges are only when they're whipping around 20, 30 handles at a clip. I don't call it 10-point range when they're doing that. S&P's dropped 40 off the highs. An example? Then I would probably go. I would do so. Let's say 20 to 30. Look to buy him, right? Look to buy him. 30 down to 20. I'd probably go 29, 26, 23. I go every three. 1, 2, 4. Like that. I go wide. Like 3.5 handles. That's how I do it. Oil got kabooshed. 40 cents. All right. Let's just give you an example, Fran. All right? Ay, 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 ay. I can't believe I was short 15 contracts, 7.5. I bought them back at 51.5, 52. Oh my lord. That's $14,000. $13.5. S&P's right back up. Remember, the spiders are still negative on the 1530 and hourly. However, it did go ex-dividend. Damn it, Coinbase. Jesus Christ almighty. Fuck. Missed that Coinbase. Coinbase just ran 3. Microsoft just ran about buck and a half. 15's reversed to sell. Microsoft, beautiful. So Microsoft reversed to sell on the 15, right? Microsoft reversed to sell on the 15, okay? And you could have bought that long against a 30 and 60 minute time frame, Microsoft. Oh, they just got kabooshed. Boom, what just happened? Just dropped 10 handles. Oh my God. The unders are going to win. My trade station's frozen again. Come on. Dude, I've been doing this so long I don't even think. Franny. I don't even think. I said it this morning, I'm so freaking embarrassed when I bet the under. Why? I mean, I bet the over.
Actually, the problem with that is not the rules, that's a big IKR on.
Yeah, I know, the IJR is fucking everything up.
Damn it!
Taking me away from other trades because it's so big.
And I said it this morning, I'm so freaking bearish. S&P's are down, almost down 50 off the highs. NASDAQ, we were selling 22,115. Look at the NASDAQ.
That's why I'm so.
I have to fix this problem.
230.
I have to fix this problem.
I'm going to kill myself.
Alright, check your case. Double up the catch-up, brother.
That's the problem with this trade. It's avoiding all the other shit. But it's the right trade, I think. You know, what happens is when these things go against you, you find every reason for why it should be going against you. You don't start rationalizing why it shouldn't. That's the problem. You know what? I took 2,000 off, so watch the fucker come in a buck. Motherfucker. I'll take 2,000 for the team, no problem.
S&Ps, if they push down to the 19.5, 25.5, I would take a scalp long only.
SCCSX.
SMCI, oh, this Tesla. See the negative MACDs here. If you want to buy this Tesla, you can look to buy this Tesla anywhere between like the 1630, 1830 range on Tesla for a scalp long. SMCI reversed to buy on the 15-minute time frame. The MACDs are above the pivot here. You can see here. I don't know what I gotta do. This stupid trade station something.
The guy who owns the stock.
If you look here, SMCI, you can see when the 15 reversed to buy, the MACDs are above the pivot. This was the short right here on SMCI 46. Let's watch this Tesla. S&Ps, if you're long at 5.5, look to sell 6.5, 26. I just sell them 28, 29s, 30s. I'd be out. 5 handles on the S&P. I'd be out.
They own the Knicks and the Rangers, which are worth about 10 million. Figure that one out.
If you want to take a scalp long on HIMS, 60, 50 to 61.80 on HIMS. Oh my God, AMD. I knew this thing was going to be a piece of junk.
He's a relative value trader. He's been screaming about this trade forever.
NVIDIA reverse is still on the 15. The 30 is about to reverse. We're going to look for shorts on NVIDIA. All right, there you go.
He's the Google of that trade.
Correct. The goo, yeah. Where's the goo? Which one is it?
There's people that think that Google has been on side. Right?
Oh yeah, if you spin off fucking YouTube and all that shit, it's worth a lot more money.
Scalp long. S&Ps, be careful here. I hope you guys kicked out that long on the S&Ps there. If you want to buy them again, I look to buy them anywhere from the 15.5 to 20.5 range. Screw it. Anybody know where Michael is? AMD is down 4. Nvidia finished.
Gamco, the guy that runs Gamco. Who's that guy?
Guy who wants what?
The guy that runs Gamco.
Gamco. Oh, Gamco? Like the GA
Gamco, yeah.
manufacturer?
Yeah.
Nobody knows where Michael is.
Marion Development, right?
Yeah, Marion.
Oh, okay.
He's been a fucking huge advocate
By the way,
of
he has enough money to buy it. Can't do the trade. No?
He's been losing money in the trade forever. He's screaming. Like, things trading at 50% of value.
He's more of a value guy, right?
He's a relative value.
I ain't talking about relative value. More of a value.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I do like the name Gabelli.
Gabelli's Italian, right?
Hey, Tesla would scale out at any longs above 319.50. Okay, Russia just threatened Israel. That's the problem. The unders are gonna win. Here we go. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that because gold's not doing anything. If you're long the S&Ps in the range, I look to sell these out 18.5 up to 20.5 range. S&Ps. Anybody hear that?
Are you still in this bad boy? Long slide short view?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I took it out. So get off, and then it reverts back, you know?
I know. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
But there will be a day of reckoning. It's, you know, who knows what it's gonna be. Just be careful going the
I
other way.
want it. I'm only looking for one day of reckoning, bro. JRIWM. It's the only day of reckoning I care about.
Well, maybe it's coming.
S&Ps, I'll be scaling on the longs here above 20 and a half.
$3.
S&Ps got right there. Boom.
Can I pick up my old man real quick? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, Bitcoin just got kabooshed. I don't believe it because I believe gold would have rallied. S&Ps, if you're still long, I'd look to sell out, up to 819, up to 20, 21, 22. Wow, what a bear flag. Avago. Oh my God. Avago reversed to sell on the 30. Let me show you. Look at Tesla going. Avago reversed to sell on the 30-minute time frame here. Avago. And this is the first bounce on the 5-minute. Here's Avago right here. And then here's the first bounce on the 5-minute. Look at that, 1040, 249. Oh my Lord, Avago. Wow, Picasso. ADXs are rising on the 15, on the 5. Look at that. First bounce on the 5 after the 30 reversed to sell. And that's one of my most powerful strategies, okay? Yeah, that's what I thought. S&Ps, I'll be scaling out long. That's what I said. S&P's right back up again. You see, I'd be scaling out a longs here. This Apple can't get going now. If you're long HIMS, I would look to sell any longs on HIMS above the 62.20. This Avago, unbelievable. What a short. That's why I need to have all the bigger time frames up. If I had my perfect world, I would have every time frame with the bigger time frames right underneath it. I can't wait to get my new office one day. Oh, Lord God, help me. Buy more.
Really?
Yeah, buy more here.
Really?
Yeah, you'll get your 80, you'll get your 60, 70, 80 cent push up.
Right here?
Buy some. Well, I'm like in the single digits here. I buy more here like 20, 15, 20, 10. You're gonna get a bounce of at least $1.
I can't think straight. What do I do? I'm literally, this guy got me into, I'm down $7,000 on nothing I did.
Okay, I would buy more here. Under 20.
But,
Under 20 on the Qs.
525. All right.
It just,
How far do you think we get that?
I think they rally $1.
All right.
If you want to take guys, I'm watching them here. If S&Ps, you could take a scalp long here, 06.5 to 12.5. Scalp or 05.5, 11.5. S&Ps, if you bought them, look to sell 14 up to 18. S&Ps look to scale out of any longs, 12.5 up to 12 up to 15. All right, we're 20 handles from the 10 bar. Congratulations to the unders today. Throwing the towel in, most likely. S&Ps, I'll be scaling out along. S&Ps rallied right up there. We lost S&Ps. I'd be rallying, scaling it along. Hello? I sell some more. Mike, you gotta sell them above 26 or 26.40. You hear me?
I am.
What a great long there. Sebastian, why is your orders getting rejected? All right. S&P's nice little long there. Good job. This Hims is acting like a bull.
I mean, I sold them at 26.07.
I'm saying you're flat.
I don't know why I'm getting rejected.
Are you flat?
Okay, nice trade there. Nice trade. Nice trade. Nice little scalp long. Again, when you scalp long, you go, small, right? You go wide. You go every 2.5 handles or something like that, right? You got 12. If you, let's say, you got 11 and a halves and they didn't get any lower than that, I don't think. 10s maybe, right? Maybe you go 11s or whatever, right? Anybody know where Mike? Nice long there. Anybody know where Michael is? 26 years old, 25 years old, 62 years old, up at 4 a.m., here at 6 a.m., military. Damn straight. I got bursitis on my arm, too. My elbow is absolutely killing me. Oh, no, 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 I can't. Anybody new here today? Anybody new? 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 Look at these S&Ps. Go! Still 12 handles from the 10 bar. I said, no, 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 I don't smoke it no more. Ringo. There you go, baby. Whoever sold 12 and a halves or 11 and a halves, he jumped. Go S&Ps. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. That's Ringo. That's not the Beatles, you nut. That's Ringo when he went solo. Don't catch me, please. David, congratulations, David. Great job. Good job, David. Great job. Very proud of you, young David. Damn, I should have bought that Coinbase at 300. Damn it. Oh. Anybody new here today? Anybody new? We're going to look to short them soon. Oof. S&P's nice little long. Oh my God, Coinbase, Steven, you son of a gun. Hey, look at the HIMS go. HIMS just rallied $1 if you're long HIMS.
I wish I still had those spots. Those guys on the bucket.
Yeah. S&Ps, I would take a short here on the S&Ps. Look at them rally all the way back. I would short them here 26.5 to 32.5 or 27.5 to 33.5 range. Oh, they got bear flags up the yin yang. Spiders, Qs, diamonds. Apple, I would scale out the longs above 197.60. Apple. Oh my God almighty, that Coinbase, I had it at 50, at 300. Damn it. Nvidia, I would short. Nvidia reverse selling the 30. Nvidia I would short 143.80 to 145. Nvidia. Whew. Anybody find Michael? Damn it, Coinbase. How about HIMS? Beautiful pattern on the 15 on HIMS. Nobody got long HIMS? Q's reverse to sell on the 15, correlated with the 30 and 60. S&P's rallied 16 off the low. NASDAQ futures, I would look to short NASDAQ futures 55 to 95 range. When I say 55, it's the last two numbers. No, I don't have to say 21,855. I looked to short the Qs here 27.30 to 28.30. S&Ps, I'd be short here. Qs, be short.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Peter. S&Ps look to cover shorts below between the 24 and 29 if you're short. Bear flag's crazy. S&P's dropping. I'm short.
For how long?
I don't know, it's 40, 50, 70 cents. I'm short right in 30 on the Qs.
I'm short 527.18.
All right. Okay. SDS's got bull flags here. S&Ps, I would lower your stops. S&Ps, lower your stops if you're short. All right. All right. Nice little trade there. That's the first bounce. That's the first push up on the 5 after the 15s reversed to sell. SDS's, SQQQs. Bull flags here on the SQQQs and SDS's. Let's see if the S&Ps. I mean, they ran all the way from 11 right into the 10 bar. HIMS was a monster long off the 15s. HIMS got below that 61.80. Oh my God, ran $1. This OKLO cannot get going here. Oh my God, Coinbase, unbelievable long.
Nice trades.
I killed it.
Yeah.
I was shorting everything this morning. I was short like 10 contracts at 33. They shot up to like 47, 48, 49. I sold like 70, 80 contracts up there. They dropped down to like 40 and a half, 39, 37. Then I sold at 70 and a half. I was shorting them up there and I covered. I forgot I was short 15 contracts. I covered them at 51, 52.
Hey, you caught the highs.
Yeah, thinking that right. You look who you're talking to. I caught the highs.
Killed
Damn
it.
straight.
Super clean.
Damn straight. I think I'm up like 23,000.
Yeah.
Huh. Michael who? Can't mess with the old guy, right, Amy? Look at this apple. I'd be scaling how long's an apple. Please give me a caboose 10 handles. Nvidia should roll over here. Look to cover Nvidia between the 143.30 and 143.90. Anybody new here? Coinbase ran 5. Hims, what a long on Hims, ran $1.50. What bear? S&P's got up as high as 31. Lower your stops. I would lower your stops. NASDAQ, S&P, Qs.
When it comes to destroying its
I'd be short in the Qs here, 527.80 to 528.80. NASDAQ, you can go 21,890 up to 21,940. Hello? Hello? Sebastian?
I'm here. I don't know where Sebastian is. He had a problem with his father.
Oh.
I'll let him know though. All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back. What's up?
You can short some Qs above 2805.
Oh, I'm shorting all the way up. No doubt about it. My average is 27.75.
S&Ps, again, I'd be scaling into shorts up here. Unbelievable. S&Ps ran 24 off the low. Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't have blueberry? I did.
Blueberry.
Yeah. So 5 S&Ps at 9.5. Fuck, I just missed it. Nvidia be scaling into shorts here. Avago be scaling into shorts.
At 12, you just gotta
What?
read that outro.
Oh, where is it?
It's I'll bring it up.
You saw 5 at 9.5?
Yep. Just hold.
Buy 5 at 8.5. They're gonna roll.
Covered.
Boom, 250 like that. Boom. I can't believe this Coinbase. I had this Coinbase long. S&Ps, if you're sure, look to cover between 33.5 and 37.5. Here we go. Avago, look to cover Avago between 247.30 and 248. Nvidia, look to cover any shorts between 143.70 and 144.10. Nvidia. Bitcoin reversed the sell on both the 30 and the 60-minute time frames.
Short at 527.90.
Where you short?
Q's 527.90 average.
Got it.
I'm not out there for anything else yet. Keep me posted.
Okay. Yep.
This looks like a 5-star, dude.
They're gonna drop. They're gonna drop. You got bear flags. They're gonna drop. So cover some at 18 and 28 and 27.90. You'll make here. They're dropping out. I gotta go. I'm short.
Bye, bye.
Fan, I don't see anything in gold. Oh my God. Coinbase right back up. Coinbase on that bull flag ran $8. Good Lord.
In the startup space, too good to go is said to weigh a 300 million euro funding round, and that this funding round could see the company be valued at over 1 billion once the deal closes, depending on sources.
S&Ps, I would lower your stops. Sebastian, cover between the 60 and 90 range.
Okay, you got it.
Unbelievable. They don't want to break. Yeah. I'm hoping that these 15-minute time frames look like they're going to roll over here. Nothing's going to happen till the end of the day here for the quadruple witching. I know. Look at these 15-minute time frames getting overbought into the negative MACDs. This is a negative pattern here. And especially this is the first bounce on the 15 after the 15 is correlated. We shall see. All right, those of you who are new, thank you for joining me here today. We have about 11 minutes.
The Dow continues to lead at 42,325, up roughly 0.4 of a day. Express and Travelers.
Got a little bit of a triple Lindy here on the Qs and the spiders. Sebastian. Weak. Look at the NASDAQ drop. Look at the Qs drop. Palantir. Apple.
Order bill.
All right, use them out.
Good job. Nice trade.
Cut.
Drop in here. Oh my God. Look at that short. What a short. Kabooshed. That's a kabooshin', baby. 15-minute time frame. First bounce on the 5.
See, like, this is where I think we should be getting out of those trades. We got to try to make a buck.
Not every trade's a dollar.
What?
Not every trade's a dollar. Listen, that was a perfect pattern on the 15s, but the thing that you have to be careful was it was a quadruple witching, okay? NASDAQ dropped about 60. Kaboosh, Q, Spiders, Diamonds, Russell. Kaboosh, 1140 pattern. All right, beautiful pattern on the S&Ps there. Again, getting overbought into the negative MACDs, the Qs reversed to sell, the spiders reversed to sell, correlating with the 15, the 30s and the 60s. That's an absolute Picasso. Oh my God, look at the Qs drop, spiders drop, Vago drop. The whole world was Nvidia. The whole world was a short. Anybody still short? Amy? That was the trade of the day. Apple, cabooshed, 80 cents. Beautiful. Apple. The whole world was a short, 1150. The 1150. Good job, baby. Good job. Beautiful pattern. 15s reverse to sell. You short the first bounce on the 5. The second bounce is the 5 and the 15. Whew, I'm exhausted. Today's Friday? Today's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Happy Friday. AMD got above 130. Caboose down $1. S&Ps. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh my God. All right. I just want to say to everybody today that was with me for live on the free member Discord, that's going to be a wrap up for the morning session for all of you. S&P futures down 17 here. Actually, the high was 39.5. I sold those 16, actually. All right. Let's see here. I hope this gives you a clear picture of how I approach the markets and what the SK and what the SK Live Room is really about. The structure, the idea generation, the patterns here. This was the first bounce on the 15s after the 15-minute time frame. That's all correlated here. And again, understand the structure, the strategies, and in trading with confidence. You know, that's to me is what it's really all about. If today helped bring clarity to your trading, I'm really happy for you, really. Avago getting killed here. The whole world was a short. AMD, Amazon dropped about 90 cents. Great pattern there. That's what we're here for, okay? And again, for those of you who joined from the SK community, thank you for being part of this. I really do appreciate it. When you're ready, we have a seat waiting for you here. More importantly, it's about being on the learning from me, learning my strategies, understanding how to trade with confidence, understand how to trade, the methodology, and to really develop new skill sets here that you are probably not familiar with, but I've been doing this for over 41 years. When you're ready, like I said, we have a seat waiting here for you. Stay focused, keep learning, always learn, always learn. Be proactive, ask questions if you're part of my member community. I'll see you soon. Be safe, trade smart. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless you, and more importantly, God bless the United States of America. Be well.